Greetings, reality romance renegades, and welcome back to the only news program brave enough to dissect the deliciously dysfunctional and often downright disastrous relationships that play out on our favorite reality television shows. Tonight, buckle up buttercups, because we are diving headfirst into a divorce war of epic proportions filled with accusations of fraud, abuse, and a bombshell claim that could shatter the very foundation of a beloved reality franchise. Prepare yourselves, because Angela Deem is dropping truth bombs in court, alleging that her tumultuous relationship with her estranged husband, Michael Elisanmi, was nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion for the cameras of 90 Day Fiancé. Brace yourselves, because as the bitter and increasingly acrimonious divorce battle between the fiery Angela Deem and her estranged Nigerian husband, Michael Elisanmi, continues to rage on, a shocking allegation has emerged from the legal trenches that could redefine everything we thought we knew about their roller coaster romance. In explosive new court documents, Angela Deem has sensationally claimed that significant moments between her and Michael, the very moments that played out on our screens and fueled countless water cooler conversations, were in fact scripted for the dramatic allure of 90 Day Fiancé. As dedicated followers of this tumultuous saga will recall, Angela Deem initiated the legal proceedings last summer, filing for an annulment of her marriage to Michael. In her legal filings, Angela made the serious accusation that her Nigerian husband allegedly fraudulently induced her into a marriage for the purpose of gaining legal permanent resident status in the United States. This damning claim struck at the heart of their relationship, suggesting that Michael's intentions were not based on genuine love and commitment, but rather on a calculated plan to gain entry into America. Michael, however, vehemently denied this allegations in his own response to the annulment filing back in August. Instead of seeking an annulment, Michael countered by seeking a divorce, indicating his belief that a legal marriage did indeed exist. Furthermore, Michael offered his own shocking version of events surrounding his sudden departure from Angela's Hazelhurst, Georgia home in February 2024. He claimed that he did not abandon Angela, as she alleged, but rather fled an abusive situation for his own safety, painting a picture of himself as the victim in their volatile relationship. Adding another layer to this she said drama, Michael also made serious allegations against Angela last year, claiming that she was guilty of cruel treatment against him. In his legal filings, Michael asserted that Angela committed both physical and mental abuse against him, both in the privacy of their home and in the very public arena of their reality television appearances, further complicating the narrative of their ill-fated marriage. And now the latest twist in this tangled web comes in the form of Angela's recent court filings, obtained by In Touch Weekly this week. In these documents, Angela filed her responses to a list of statements that Michael's legal team had requested she either admit or deny under oath, while the specific questions posed by Michael's side were not made publicly available. Angela's answers provide a starkly contrasting account of their relationship, painting a picture far removed from the often dramatic scenes that aired on 90 Day Fiancé. In one of her most eyebrow-raising filed answers, Angela flatly denied that she and Michael engaged in sexual activity within the United States. This denial is particularly significant considering that Michael finally moved to the United States in late 2023, a moment that was heavily documented on the show and seemingly marked a new chapter in their physical intimacy. According to In Touch Weekly, Michael claimed in his own court documents that he and Angela had physically consummated the marriage, an event that he asserted took place in Nigeria back in January 2020 during one of Angela's trips overseas. However, Angela reportedly denies the matter set forth in this request, going so far as to claim that TLC Production created this product using snippets of other productions, suggesting that any on-screen depiction of intimacy in the US was a fabrication orchestrated by the show's producers. Angela didn't stop there in her accusations against the show's authenticity. She reportedly provided a similar response to another question submitted by Michael, vehemently insisting that a particular scene that aired on television was a TLC scripted scene, and Michael is acutely aware this was a TLC scripted scene. The specifics of this alleged scripted scene remain undisclosed, leaving fans to speculate which of their many dramatic on-screen moments Angela is now claiming to be artificial. Furthermore, Angela's legal team argued in the court documents that Angela has zero control with regard to the actions of a multinational television network, and seemingly distancing herself from any potentially misleading portrayals of her relationship on the show, and placing the blame squarely on the network's production practices. Adding another layer of contention to their financial disputes, Angela also vehemently insisted in her filings that she had not generated any revenue from her numerous 90-day Fiancé appearances in the past 2 or 3 years. This claim, if true, would significantly impact Michael's ability to secure the spousal support he is seeking from Angela in their divorce proceedings. Interestingly, amidst the barrage of denials and accusations, Angela did admit to having had contact with Michael on one single occasion since their acrimonious separation. However, the reason she provided for this contact was far from a reconciliation attempt. Angela stated that she had called Michael on the phone solely so that her granddaughter could understand why her step-grandfather was no longer a part of their lives. In a poignant and somewhat cutting explanation, Angela wrote that the call was for the sole purpose of his step-granddaughter asking to speak to her step-grandfather, as her tender age would not lend understanding to her of his abandonment of our family. This statement not only confirms a rare instance of communication, but also reinforces Angela's narrative of Michael as having abandoned their family unit. The self-proclaimed sexy Nemo also elaborated on why she believes an annulment is the appropriate legal resolution in this case, as opposed to the divorce that Michael is pursuing. Angela reiterated her initial claim that Michael fraudulently induced her into marriage with the primary intention of obtaining his permanent legal resident status in the United States. Going even further, Angela leveled a serious and potentially damaging accusation against Michael, alleging that he was part of a larger group of Nigerian men who swindle American women into marrying them for immigration purposes. Her legal filing chillingly reads, "After Michael abandoned Angela, Angela discovered that Michael was engaged in a conspiracy with other Nigerian men to induce US citizens into marriage for the purpose of gaining legal permanent resident status." This explosive claim suggests a potentially wider pattern of alleged fraudulent activity that extends beyond just her relationship with Michael. In terms of the legal outcome she's seeking, Angela is requesting that her last name be legally restored back to Deem, signifying her desire to fully sever all ties with her estranged husband. She also asserted in her filings that she and Michael have no joint property and/or joint debts that need to be divided as part of their separation, further simplifying the legal disentanglement of their brief marriage. Conversely, as previously reported, Michael has taken a different stance in his own legal filings. He has specifically asked the court to order Angela to pay him monthly spousal support, arguing for financial compensation following their marriage. Additionally, Michael is seeking an equitable division of any property that he claims they acquired together during the course of their marriage, setting the stage for a potentially contentious battle over assets. As of now, Michael Ilisanmi has yet to formally respond to Angela Deem's latest explosive claims of scripted scenes and alleged immigration fraud. His legal team is likely strategizing their next move in this increasingly volatile divorce war. The ongoing divorce saga between Angela Deem and Michael Ilisanmi continues to captivate and shock viewers who have followed their tumultuous journey. On 90 Day Fiancé, Angela's latest allegations of scripted moments and immigration fraud represent a significant escalation in their legal battle, potentially casting a shadow over the authenticity of the reality show that brought them together and ultimately tore them apart. If Angela's claims hold any weight, it could raise serious questions about the ethical practices of the show's production and the extent to which the relationships portrayed on screen are genuine or manufactured for dramatic effect. The coming weeks and months will undoubtedly reveal more as Michael responds to these serious accusations and the legal proceedings continue to unfold. Stay tuned, because this reality romance has taken a truly shocking and potentially game-changing turn. Well, folks, if Angela Deem's explosive claims are to be believed, the very foundation of 90 Day Fiancé might just be built on a house of cards. The allegations of scripted moments and a fraudulent marriage plot are nothing short of bombshell, revelations that could forever alter how we view reality television romance. Will Michael respond with equal force to these shocking accusations? And what will this mean for the future of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise? The drama, as always, is unfolding right before our eyes, and we will be here to bring you every twist and turn in this truly unbelievable saga. Until next time, keep those reality TV receipts handy, because you never know what's real and what's just for show.